Hey, good morning. Today we're working on geometry. This is ellipse. This is how to calculate the center and then graph. Okay, we're going to solve 9x squared plus 4y squared equals 36. All right, first thing we want to do is rewrite 9x squared plus 4y squared equals 36 in the form of the standard ellipse equation. So we want to use our ellipse standard equation, which is going to be x minus h squared over a squared plus y minus k squared over b squared equals 1. This is going to give us a center of HK where A and B are the semi-major and semi-minor axes. So in order to rewrite 9x squared plus 4y squared equals 36 in the form of a standard ellipse equation, we're going to first have to divide by the coefficient of the square term, which is 9. So we're going to take that 9x squared and take the 9 and divide the whole thing out. So we're going to end up taking 9x squared divided by 9, 4y squared divided by 9, and 36 divided by 9. Once we divide out, 9 divided by 9 equals 1, so that cancels. And 4 divided by 9 is simply 4/9, and 36 divided by 9 is 4. All right, so we have our x squared plus 4/9 y squared equals 4. Then we want to divide by coefficient of the square terms a second time. All right, because we still have that 4/9 y squared. So once you take 4/9 divided by 4, it's going to give us 1/9. All right, so let's write it out. XY squared divided by 4, 4/9 divided by 4, and 4 divided by 4. This is simply 1/4 x squared plus 1/9 y squared equals 4 divided by 4, which equals 1. All right, so we're closer to our standard ellipse equation now. Now we just complete the standard form by taking x minus 0 squared. We're going to place that in parentheses. X minus 0 squared plus y minus 0 squared equals 1. Now here we're going to take this 4, and to match the equation we have to have a squared term. So what two numbers squared gives us 4? 2 times 2, so it's going to be 2 squared, and then 3 times 3, 3 squared gives us 9. So now we have x minus 0 squared over 2 squared, and then we have our y minus 0 squared over 3 squared equals 1. All right, therefore Now we have our standard ellipse form equation. This means that our h and k are 0 because there's nothing there, all right, which is going to be our origin, and our a equals 2 and our b equals 3. Now we can graph. Now we know that our ellipse has a center of hk, which is 0, 0, and b is greater than a. So our semi-major axis b equals 3, and our semi-minor axis a equals 2. So we have our graphing skills board here. We're going to write our equation to plot up upper left-hand corner. We have our x squared over 2 squared plus y squared over 3 squared equals 1. All right, where hk is 0, 0, and that's going to be our middle. All right, we're going to place our point there. All right, we're going to count out here 2, positive 2, point. All right, negative 2, point. We have our 3, positive 3, point, negative 3, point. Remember, it's an ellipse. Okay, try to draw it as accurately as possible. And we label it HK. All right, label our axes here. 2, negative 2, negative 3, 3. And that's it. Thank you.